My name is Nick Jacobson.
My name is Giovanni Vella.
My name is Gail Wilson.
An interesting fact about me is that I run and operate my own clothing company called Lucid Affliction Apparel.
I went to China for 2 weeks when I was younger.
My first birthday, I was at the Grand Canyon. I spent my first birthday at the Grand Canyon.
An RA is a resident advisor, and basically our job is to make sure that the safety of the students comes first and that they're upholding the standards and policies of Marymount, California University.
The two biggest benefits that I think everyone kind of does the job for usually, or is really interested in the job for, is because you get your own single room and you get a meal plan for free. So those are the biggest benefits.
There are so many benefits to being an RA. You'll constantly hear me say, I love my job. It's hard. It's really hard and it's a lot of work, but I love my job. Probably one of the things that I love about it is I get to interact with so many different people. Some people that I probably would have never met if I hadn't been put in such a leadership role, where I get to meet residents and I get to help residents out with issues and kind of teach some of them how to live on their own, because they are living on their own for the first time, and I've already been through that. I just really think it's a great job, and I love most of it, most aspects of it. I became an RA because I was in ASB and student leadership my whole life, growing up from third grade on through my senior year in high school. And I just felt that the knowledge that I have would help benefit other students in their transition to Marymount, because I have been here for a year. I was a transfer student, so I know what it's like to come into a new place and not know people. Also, I feel like I wanted to be an RA because I wanted to learn how to take on this much responsibility a little bit more and see what I could handle.
I became an RA because learning experience I won't get from anywhere else, and plus free housing and free meal plan. That's basically it though.
It's actually a little interesting, I think, because I didn't get the job like everyone else did. I didn't go through the interview process. I actually got nominated by some of the other RAs last year around this time, which is the October, November time, because one of the other RAs had to step down. So I got offered the job and thought I would interview for it and see if maybe I wanted it, and then I ended up getting it. And so it was kind of just a stroke of luck that I ended up in this job.
I think so. I think it would have made me understand really what I was getting myself into, because sometimes you look at things on paper and they're not necessarily what they are in real life, So the requirements for a certain job could be different when you actually get to the job than what you were expecting based on the written description of it.
Yeah, because then people would see how RAs are, what they do. It's better than it's better with the video than word of mouth.
Yeah, I think so. If I saw something and it would help me decide whether or not I wanted to, if I got to see what exactly it was that I was signing up for.
So what are you doing?
Right now I'm printing posters for my sectional. That is on the 24th of October. And it is just to get included into the villas community, and what you can do to get involved.
Right now we're gonna be we're putting up flyers for the door decoration contest. Basically, what it is, we're gonna have residents decorate their doors, and in return, there are gonna be 2 prizes involved for first and second place. Third place, sorry, gets nothing, but it's okay, because first and second place. First place prize, I think it's a Keurig. And the second prize would be the Ninja Blender, which is actually pretty amazing. And honestly, this is an event I've been wanting to do for a while, so I hope everyone would want to do it. The job for me is pretty fun. I think that getting to know majority of my residents through the job and getting involved with the school makes the job more fun for me. With this job, I think that it gives us a bigger voice in the school. So the things that the students have complaints with, that the faculties and
a lot of the AODs that work here that don't get to see a lot of the things that we see. It kind of helps us, voice it and make sure we can push the issues that they may not see, that we see, or the residents feel more comfortable to talk to us.
Wow.
What's up, Gio?
Now we're doing the fire drill. We just did the inner circle, which is the freshmen. And now in a little bit, I don't know the time right now, but we're going to do the outer circle, which is like the sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And we're doing, there we go, we're starting right now. All right, let's go.
What we're doing in general right now is called a round. So basically, we have to walk around the whole campus. We have to walk around the outside premises. We have to walk around the inner side. What the fuck is that? Wait, put your light on that.
It looks like a brownie
This
or
looks
something.
disgusting. Hey, Gio. Can you come here real quick? I mean, like, I found a bag. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Proctor. I might have found something. I'm not sure entirely, but
What is that?
I mean, it looks like brownies and it smells like pot. Like, right? That's
That smells like something else.
really. Unless it's like shit, then that's disgusting. But I really hope that's not shit. I'll be so disappointed. Well, what is that?
That's definitely not weed though.
Really? I don't know.
It might be carne asada.
That's the nastiest smell I've ever smelled.
It smells
You
rancid.
know what this is?
It smells rancid.
I'm gonna wash my hands after that.
I don't think that's weed. I think it's something else.
Oh, it could be.
I don't know. I smell it. I thought it smelled like.
Tobacco leaf?
It's definitely weeds.
It just smells not like weed.
I thought it did, but then again, I don't smoke, so I don't really know.
It's not marijuana.
Something else.
Well, I found it right here, so I don't know.
Whatever it is rancid.
It could be like tobacco or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not marijuana.
Okay.
Can you please make a proposal for a golf cart?
No. It's not gonna happen.
Res light! Res light fire drill!
We're conducting a fire drill.
Fire drill! Res light!
Coming up. We're conducting a fire drill.
Here. All clear?
Yep.
Clear.
Up until 62, right?
Yep. Where are we at?
We're at 56.
Oh, look at you. Qué bonita. Ay.
On the map, on the map, on the map, on the map, on the map.
What are you doing?
So what am I doing? So, right now, it is currently 10:55 a.m. So I'm not on office hours, which is the mandatory, what do you want to call it? I guess duty where we're walking around from 8 to 12 at campus. So office hours is a little bit different. It's something we do during the middle of the day. So instead of 4 hours of work, 2. And what we do here is we stay in the office, tend to any tasks that might be assigned to us on the board. And that's about it, actually. It's a really simple thing, and it just varies on how busy it's going to be. Sometimes it's going to be really hectic, most times not. It just really depends on who's coming in and out of the door. So for me, it's been pretty relaxed actually, since no one really comes here on Fridays, let alone in the morning. So that's about it. It's not too well. It's very similar to night duty, but it's a lot less strenuous, I would say. So, yeah. Yeah, in general, we're just walking around the premises. We have to do we were supposed to do 4, during our 4-hour shifts at night. We just call them duty. And during which we might have other tasks to do. So like tonight, we have the task of informing people that the bus shuttle schedule is being switched, as well as in 2 days there's no water.
I want you to help us know that on the 20th, on Saturday, they'll turn off the water for 24 hours, starting from 6 a.m. Till the next day.
So that means no sink, no shower, no toilet, nada. So
and then from tomorrow, the goal line will not be running from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m.
So like the bus schedule will change. So just make sure you know for the shuttle schedule, if you take it, that you know about the changes right there.
I also want to let you know that we're also having a door decoration contest. There's gonna be prizes involved. It's gonna happen within Harvest Festival. If you and your husband would like to join, to come to the RA office within like a week or so, and we'll give you guidelines on how to do it.
Okay. You can close the door now. We just have to put the poster up. Have a good one.
Do you guys know what a DCZ is? Anybody know what a DCZ is? My table in the back. What do you got?
Is the DCC house a designated drinking house?
Yes. Do you know what DCC stands for?
Designated consumption zone.
Yes, a designated consumption zone. So a DCZ house is a house that has students who are all of 21 years of age or older. They've been cleared by Chad. They all have their alcohol cards, and they can all drink in that house. However, they can't drink in the presence of a minor, and also there's very specific specifications on how much alcohol you can have in the house. Does anybody want to take a guess on how much?
I don't understand that. Please go in depth about that.
A keg.
Does anyone want to take a guess how much alcohol
One
you can have
keg.
in the house? One keg?
Yeah.
No, kegs are not allowed because that's an excessive amount of alcohol.
A 6-pack.
Jordan, in the back.
Like 36 rack, 2 bottles of wine, and then 1 hard bottle of alcohol.
You can have, we're close. You can have 1 bottle of hard liquor, 2 bottles of wine, and then 6 cans, 12-ounce cans of either beer, wine coolers, or any of like the candy drinks like that are 12 ounces.
I think that if you go into this job thinking that it's worth it for the money, then you won't like the job. I think you have to really want to work here than being here just for the accommodations, because this is a full-time kind of job. You work a lot, comes with a lot of big responsibilities. So if you're only in it for the money, then that's when people, and I think residents, start to really resent the job instead of doing it because they're really interested in helping and doing a bigger voice for the students.
So the phone. Okay, so when it comes to, well, whenever you're assigned to the office, I guess, we have this phone right here. So this is the work phone. And what it is, for all intents and purposes, we use this phone for a couple of things. Number one, to get in contact with the direct supervisor that's assigned to be on call, which we call the AOD. Then we have it also as a direct hotline for residents to get a hold of us. And the thing with it is that for the most part, you won't have it in your possession, with the exception of if you are just come off of duty. So like, let's say for example, yesterday Ruby and Alexis were on duty, right? So one of them wrote up a shift communication, just a document that details what they did that night, while the other one takes the phone with them. And if anyone needs anything answered, or like they need help with whatever, they can call the number for this phone, and then we respond to it. Of course, they can do this whenever, as long as someone has the phone and answers it. You know, you can call. So, like for me, for example, even though this says otherwise, I'm actually going to be on duty, and I'm expecting a lot of calls to come in for this thing because on Saturday, the water's going to be out. So I expect to get a lot of calls during the day, even when I'm not actually in the office, because it's one of those things where you're on call, and especially for weekend duties, you're gonna be more so on call because the way weekend duties work is different from normal weekday duties, where a weekday duty is really just from 8 to 12 and then you keep the phone until 8 a.m. Weekend, it's like a 24-hour deal. So once 8 p.m. tonight hits, I'm on duty from then all the way until really Sunday night at 8 p.m. And whoever is assigned with the phone between my partner, which in this case it's Victor and myself, someone will keep the phone for a very, very long time this weekend. Oh, so this is a script for a video for this convention we have to do as RAs called, I think it's called CSLD now, but it's like it's this convention where a bunch of RAs and residential life people from different colleges come together, and this year it's at USC. And so they come together and they do a bunch of stuff. I don't really know much about it outside of we have to propose events we have to do. If it gets accepted, then we'll actually have to do them. And we have to do a bunch of other things. So I got assigned with making a video for our group. There's other sections though, like there's like a merchandise section where people will have to make stuff to give out to people. There's like a philanthropy section, a school pride section or whatever. I think there's a couple others, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. But we all have these various assignments to do during this month in preparation for the convention, which is on, I think, November 3rd. So in a couple of weeks from now. That's when the convention will be. So it's pretty hectic out here for us. So, yeah. Okay. You can close the door now. We just have to put the poster up. Have a good one. So yeah, like we just have to do various assignments. This is just one of many. So we'll have to go through every house tonight and knock. If anything, I should have brought my own tape because what's it called? One person at a time. We're never gonna hit all the houses by tonight. At least in regards to telling them about the event. So we're gonna try that. For sure, bro. Do you want me to like? I'm thinking like maybe what I can do is hit the house after you, so like one after the other, so that you don't have to knock and tell the whole thing. Like you can just put the poster up, so we might go a little bit faster. I don't know. Alright, we'll see, buddy. It don't matter to me.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the office, and then I think for my next round we're just gonna tape up the ones that did it, because for right now we can't, due to the time, we can't keep knocking on residents' doors because it's after a certain hour we're not allowed to. So I'm gonna go back later on to tape these on the doors to make sure which residents are supposed to take them.
No, we bring them out. We bring the trash cans out ourselves.
Oh shit.
You did get me. I got. We don't usually do this, but since people don't know how to bring on the trash cans, we have to do it for them.
They don't pay me enough for this shit, I swear.
People are lazy asses?
Pretty much, yeah. We tell them, but they just never listen.
Res light.
So if you guys want to join the door decoration contest, sign up. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, probably by the time they're saying it, it'll be way too late.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, because it'll be in December.
Yeah, no worries.
Or
It's
late
good to
November.
It's always good to ask, though, you know.
Yeah. Oh, the doors are. No,
Res light.
So, how do you come up with this idea?
Like this? Well,
For me, this is like a past experience type of thing. Where like in middle school, we used to do this like door decorating contests, and like in each grade, and whoever had like the best door gets like a candy or like a prize at the end of it. But I mean, it's the same concept, but you know, bigger prize. You know.
We'll go to the next house. Let me see that, ready?
Alright, you go to the gym, Vic. Explain to me, what the fuck are with those holes, man?
Those are from the barbell.
Who's doing it? I want to know. I want to punch something. That's just pissing me off.
They're having a dance down there.
Yeah.
This is 20.
This is 20, I think.
Yeah, this is 20.
Res live.
Seriously, man, it's a Wednesday. Who the hell is it?
So which one's easier to do, inner or outer? Actually, probably.
If it's raining, then inner, but if anything, outer is just longer. And this is the sister's house, so I don't feel bad bringing in her trash.
Does this make you feel like a movie star?
No, it's just a documentary, I guess.
Yeah.
You just not do outer circle right now since we have to do the trash cans anyway.
That's true. Let's just go.
Oh, you want to do outer or just loop back in there?
Let's just do the loops, the loop the street.
And that's that.
Can you just explain what you're doing?
I am pulling off old posters, aka the acronym pooping.
Oh.
We like to say to each other because it makes it more fun and less terrible. So basically anything that is an outdated event or an outdated like notice, I take off.
You want to do inner on the outer?
Vic, is there any tips you want to give anyone
For what exactly?
for being an RA?
Be patient. Be very patient, people. Especially when they don't want to cooperate. Just, yeah, patience and respect, obviously. And then, be on top of your stuff. Because if you're not on top of your stuff, then you end up falling behind, and it's just digging yourself in a deeper pit.
Here's an example of one that is completely full of fires.
That's a lot.
Actually, don't even 63. I'm curious if anyone lives in this unit. I think there are people here. Maybe they just like some door decorations.
Like, is there anything like people can do to make your job easier?
Listen, look at your door constantly. We post up stuff. And usually that's just like warnings for stuff like bringing your trash cans and taking out your trash. Delivery dates, events, stuff like the drought or the water drought that's coming tomorrow when they shut off the water. It's on the doors. So just look at your door constantly.
Yeah. I'm probably guessing you probably want people to bring in the trash cans.
100%, definitely. We're gonna start maybe giving out fines for people that don't put away the trash because it's such a constant problem.
Is it, I'm guessing, is there, say, so far, is it worse or better than last week?
Last week, it's about the same. It's usually the same.
Maybe they just like some door decorations.
That's one way to find out.
There you go. Curious as to why some of them don't have the button. Maybe they already took it in. Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't really know when they put those ones up there, so.
Oh, this person has their garage open.
Yeah, it should be. And then the last one for the inner circle, and then we gotta do the outer portion, is this one.
I don't feel like I'm underpaid. I feel like it's like, what living here for free and getting free meals covers a lot of the big tuition that we do have to pay if I didn't have to. And I've lived here 2 years without being an RA, so this is my first year doing it. So I feel like as much as it covered, I think it's like I don't feel like I'm underpaid.
What made you become an RA?
Yeah.
Huh. Must have said money.
Money, yeah.
I always like being a part of my community, and I wanted to branch out and do some other stuff, and because I've always been an introvert, so I wanted to bring out my social skills more, and I knew this would do just the job. And they also pay for your room and board, so A+ to that.
I recommend it to people that are willing to put in a lot of work. I feel like if you're a kind of person that loves to fight for the residents, or a very loving and caring person that likes to help out and be very active in the school, I think this is a very great opportunity and a good thing for a lot of students to do.
It's just the experience and stuff, because in my hopeful future job, I want to work with people and talk to them, get to know them, make their lives just a little bit better than they already are.
Do you ever close the garage doors? Like this one's like wide open.
Yeah, we usually do that. We're probably gonna do that in the next round though.
So it's locked up at random though. I don't want to spend my time with this shit. I hate doing this every time.
I'm recording, FYI.
Sure.
Oh, this is Gio's house. Yep. You should know better.
I know.
Like, the RA should know better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this shirt does not do me any favors, man.
Our job is to not get people in trouble, but to enforce the policies here at the school. What I usually say is, don't be a dumb bitch, be a smart bitch if you're gonna make bad decisions.
Okay. Okay, I don't exercise, so this shit's awful for me every time.
Do you ever have a say in the policies that are made here?
Yeah, we do most of the time. We talk about it in our Wednesday meetings, like what makes most sense. in the community and not just like dumb policies and stuff.
Every week. Look at this shit, man. Like, every week it's getting worse. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Fucking bitches, man. I swear to God.
Quiet hours are from 10 to 8 p.m. Well, 10 to 8 a.m. So, like, it starts at 10.
So why do you think people don't put away the weights?
Because they're lazy? Simple as that. It's not a hard thing. They're fucking lazy.
Oscar, are you going? Is it still knocking on the door? Is like, are you still knocking on the door?
No.
So you
I just passed them out. I'm ready now. Are you knocking and coming there?
I was knocking, and, like, having them do it, but I didn't.
So basically what I'm doing now is since one of us in our aides like to we work out as well in here and we like to keep it neat and like very like conscientious with like the weights. So right now I'm putting them in order like from like 5, 10, 15 just in order because it's easier that way, but you know most individuals don't like to put them back, but we do this every night because no one else wants to put it back. Yeah, it's a hassle, but maybe we might have to close the gym for like a couple of days. Like just maybe teach people like to put things back to where it was, you know?
A lot of them took them out.
I didn't do that yet. Want me to just tell them right now?
Wait, where are you taping it? To the door?
Yeah.
Did you do back all like?
All of them didn't happen.
Oh, they all didn't take theirs out.
No. So should we just leave it or should we just go tell them to?
Well, because we only have 10 minutes to knock on it. Because at 10 we can't do it over.
I know. That's why I was like, should we just pass out the notes and then just call Chad and tell them?
Well, I think we were supposed to pass these out tomorrow, so they know, because they were supposed to give them that opportunity or something like that.
So they're pretty much making your life unnecessarily harder.
Essentially, yes. Oh, this is another one.
One second. So you're just taking off the bar?
Yup, I gotta take everything off and put it over there behind you. Every single one of these stupid things because no one is considering them.
So we'll wait. So we'll just, on our next round, we'll take note of all the housing units that didn't do it, and then we'll just go back.
That was really bad.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll just take note of all the units that didn't do it, and then from there they'll know that these are the units that are not doing it, just to give them that opportunity, because they might fill them out in the morning, right before, or 5.
That's true. I just left the notes on the door.
Yeah, so we just already know who did it, so then from there we're supposed to make sure we just leave on the board for office hours, Justin, to do it. Okay.
So we just do that then, right? You
Yeah,
want to go back and then just come back for the next round and then take notes.
Gotta do it though. Try to jump.
This is.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in for the video.
Fine,
Yeah, probably make your job easier. I don't know if you're gonna put this in for the 3-minute one or the director's cut.
I mean, you do it either.
Yeah.
It's your vision, not mine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you feel like this is something you want to put in there,
Yeah, I mean, like this is going to be put in, but where is that? Like which one I'm in?
That's for you to figure
Yeah,
out.
yes, it's sort of my job to do that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I could give you answers, but that would
Ultimately,
be right.
yeah. Ultimately, I'm the one who has to put writing, do it in writing.
Right.
You can tell them all the answers, but I'm the one who's writing it.
The recruiting process? Well, there can be two different ways. One of the ways you can be recruited is you can get what's the word? Recommended. And my freshman year, I was recommended, but I didn't take the offer. Or I know for last year too, if someone steps down for the position that can't do it no more, they have a pool of names that they know that could do it or have their opportunities, and then they'll contact that person. So I was contacted also last year to do it, but I also at the time I couldn't do it. But wasn't that one of the ways you got contacted? You were someone couldn't do it, and then you ended up getting contact, and then from there they ended up asking you to do it, and you took the position. So there's different ways for them to find out who they want and not to do it.
See, I'm not sure that's the thing. So it's like, this is just like a pain in the ass for me because it's like I don't really know the proper way to do this shit. 'Cause shit, I'm supposed to write it. Can anyway. I'm not saying it's the right way, but that's the only way I know how to do it.
You can apply to, so even if you don't get recommended, you can also just apply online, and from there they'll have a big interview process, and so they'll interview you and they'll do like ask you many different questions of like how you would handle certain situations, and just about your personality, and to see from who would they want. But the job is very diverse, so you wouldn't have, they're not looking for one kind of person. There's so many different kinds of people they're looking for. So don't be discriminated thinking that you have to be this tough outgoing person, because you can be shy or more of a introvert than someone else, because the team works better with different kind of people.
I don't know how you do that shit. That's crazy to me. I don't get it.
I think that goes on the bottom.
I think so, but
Yeah, the heaviest weight is always going on the bottom.
yeah, but there's not enough space for the bottom. There's that down. Fine. I got one more.
They usually start, I think, I want to say January or February.
I was gonna say February.
Yeah, I think February is when they start, and then the interview process starts during like March.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But also, even if you don't get the job, there's also, you're put onto a waiting list, and within that waiting list you can be offered like a job for SOS or like main office or
So the
just
job,
anywhere.
once you apply, like your name could be stayed in the pool, because that's how mine did. Because at my sophomore year, I did SOS, and then when they needed another RA, the pool, my name got brought up. So I think there's so many different ways that your name can be brought up to do the job. Yeah.